The human body is incredibly fascinating, and it operates as this complex system where each element plays a crucial role in maintaining our health and, most importantly, our optimal function. However, sometimes the train can go off the tracks, leading to what's called dysregulation. And what starts to sprout up are issues like chronic pain, muscle tension, headaches, digestive problems, and even a compromised immune system, especially this time of year. So people experiencing dysregulation often go through persistent discomfort without clear medical explanations. And many individuals struggling with these symptoms usually wonder where these annoying and maybe frustrating issues are actually coming from. They seek out answers on how to identify them, how to quantify them, and how to resolve the issues, but most of their doctors and their specialists have not been able to pinpoint the exact causes. That's where we come in. And believe it or not, the clear response to these struggles and symptoms lie within the nervous system, the brain's communication network with our body. This complex condition is clinically termed nervous system dysregulation, as it disrupts the delicate balance between the operation of this intricate system we call the nervous system. As for the question of how to detect, how to measure, and how to rectify it, the process is more detailed. However, that's precisely what this video and in-depth chat aims to address. So when the nervous system is the root cause, we possess the means to measure it and target the specific regions and systems in the body where it can originate and where the struggles are. So moms and dads, this info is for you if your children suffer from numerous symptoms, including even chronic symptoms like headaches, digestive issues, or extreme emotional behavioral issues that are like bipolar, obsessive compulsive disorder, functional neurological disorder, sensory processing disorder, because we know that thousands of parents are Googling these topics as a keyword to search to find answers to the unexplained struggles their kiddos go through, and modern medicine can't easily put them in this diagnostic box. So today I'm going to discuss how to find it, how to measure it, and how we as pediatric chiropractors can correct it. So as pediatric neurologically focused chiropractors, we can measure neurological function with what's called our insight scanning technology. And then we can target the regions or the systems within the body where these struggles are rooted. And a story that fits this perfectly is Anthony. He is one of our favorite kiddos who our PX Doc network was able to help with nervous system dysregulation. Anthony was stuck in a storm of stress. His nervous system was so dysregulated that he was dealing with anxiety, difficulty focusing, ADHD tendencies, emotional regulation challenges, and even motor tics. And his parents put a lot of time and effort into other routes of care like cognitive behavioral therapy, talk therapy, but unfortunately they didn't see much change. So Mom said that all of these were overwhelming to Anthony and were hard for him to keep up with. The therapies also made him feel like he was a bad kid and really didn't accomplish much of anything. But anyone who knows Anthony knows he is the complete opposite. He's a smart young man, full of kindness, full of potential, and just needed help calming and regulating his nervous system so that he could be himself. So how does the nervous system get dysregulated in the first place? The one area that we start to look at is preconception and prenatal distress, specifically for mom. Since the brain and nervous system are the very first things to form upon conception and during the embryonic stage of development, research continues to show that mothers and families who experience high levels of stress and trauma during this crucial period of development are at a higher risk of seeing their child develop nervous system dysregulation and neurological disorders as well. And then the number 2 area we look at is the impact of birth trauma and injuries. The journey of nervous system dysregulation can not only begin even before birth, as mentioned above, but birth itself, it can also be quite traumatic for the infant's nervous system. Things like C-sections, my son had one of those, an induction, long or even extremely fast labor, and delivery puts extra physical stress on the most sensitive areas of the baby's developing nervous system, specifically the upper neck and the brainstem. And this was true with Anthony as well. When we went over his history with mom, she revealed that he had a difficult induction that lasted hours and resulted in manually assisted delivery. These traumatic birth experiences or injuries during labor and delivery can set the stage for dysregulation to develop later on in life. Number 3, environmental triggers and stressors. Our modern lifestyle is full of stressors that can impact the delicate balance of the nervous system. So chronic stress, exposure to environmental toxins, and the demands of our fast-paced lives can all contribute to nervous system dysregulation. And this is true especially in kids who haven't mastered that ability to self-regulate or to self-soothe. You see, the body's response to stress, often referred to as fight or flight response, is a natural survivor mechanism. However, chronic activation of this response can lead to dysregulation. Our nervous systems love balance. So finding, measuring, and taking care of nervous system dysregulation begins with one crucial step: getting you or your child into our office or another neighboring PX doc office to have your neurological insight scans performed. These scans are absolutely life-changing in that they can do 3 things that no other exam or assessment even come close to. Number 1, they can detect dysautonomia, subluxation we call it, and nervous system dysregulation. Number 2, they can quantify and measure the amount or the severity of that dysregulation. And then number 3, they can locate and target the exact subluxation patterns, disrupting the neurological communication and that dysfunction, allowing us to know exactly where we need to start our work. You simply cannot provide actual neurologically focused chiropractic care without relying on insight scans to be the foundation of the care provided. Having these scans in the office and the neural metrics they provide us are what create the most accurate, the most personalized, and the most customized care plans possible for each and every patient that we see, from infants through adults. And this approach recognizes the intricate connection between the spine, the nervous system, and our overall health. And with our insight scans, finding it and quantifying it, we can work to help change it. And then our adjustments focus on restoring the optimal function and balance to the nervous system, improving communication between the branches of the nervous system and our overall function and health within our nervous system. So our unique approach does not seek to treat or cure nervous system dysregulation, but instead takes the root cause of subluxation, dysautonomia, and vagus nerve dysfunction out head on. The first reports of improvements come from things like better sleep, less tension, improved gut health, improved immune health, better mood, or better emotional stability, less brain fog, and so on and so on. We call these soft signs because sometimes, especially in our kiddos, they go unnoticed until we know to look for them. And then we hear responses daily about mom and dad saying, hey, little Johnny's able to focus better in school. He's sleeping better. His appetite's gone through the roof. So the first step to your drug-free healing journey is to get these incredible scans done and find out exactly where and how that nervous system is functioning. Remember Anthony? Mom said after the first month of care, his tics and his hand flapping and sensory seeking completely stopped. And towards the end of his care plan, he was so much better at self-regulating and focusing. He was more flexible, more self-motivated, and able to make goals and to be able to self-direct. We would love to help, and that may mean learning more about nervous system dysregulation. So attached below is an article with all the details, answers, citations for you to dig in more. But if all of this today rang true for you and your family and you're ready to dive in today, give our office a call, get scheduled for some scans. Let us see how much we can help. Thanks.